Good morning. Saturday morning, December 10th, here at the Carter James. Looks like the city of Paola is getting their Christmas lights up along Pearl Street. So I'm just getting to the ranch earlier today, pulling in, got some wet, cool weather. Good morning, Mr. Steer. Looks like he's got a little frost on him. We got some rain last night, got down to about 34, which I kind of hate it when it gets close to freezing and it's wet. So a little rough on the cattle. But just pulling into the ranch, got to get their waters filled up for the day. I'm actually got a pretty busy day. I got to run out of town today for a while, so trying to get everyone prepped for the day. So let's go. So just got their waters filled up. I've made comments before I got into agriculture. You'd always pay attention to the weather, but man, when you got animals and you're out in the weather yourself, you pay attention to the weather a whole lot more. Also, you're always thinking about, you know, could the weather really impact your animals positively, negatively? So this type of weather, close to freezing, moisture, rain, that's kind of the worst kind. You can get, they can develop some coughs, they can get some respiratory issues. Here's our little Mr. Bull calf. This 9-year-old mama, I'm glad to see she's not bawling at me. We rolled out some hay yesterday for him. That's part of what happens. You roll out hay, they bed down, they're eating on it, they're pooping, they're peeing on it. So I wanted to put some hay out because, like I mentioned, I got to run out of town today. So I need them to be good for a little while. But yeah, you can see that all the cattle are wet, which is really important for them to have energy when they get wet like this so they can stay warm, being out in the elements. But everyone seems like they're doing pretty good. Little frost on their backs. That steer at the beginning, he was licking on that lick tub. That's a molasses tub. It's a protein tub. It's got 30% protein, so they can get a lot of energy out of that. So I put that out yesterday. Unbelievable how heavy those are. That tub's 250 pounds. So there's no lifting that. When it comes out of the truck, it's coming out with a big thud. So yeah, I just heard one of the cows cough over there, so I always want to pay attention to how they're doing, if anyone's hacking. I actually we'll go look at the bull Comanche here in a minute. I actually gave him a shot of little antibiotics. I showed up yesterday morning and they'd been in a trailer for 14 hours. You know, there were just a lot of deliveries all over Missouri and Kansas, and so he was in a trailer for 14 hours. They showed up, it rained that night, kind of crappy weather, got cold, and he was coughing. He had some yellowy mucus coming out of his nose, so I actually had to get him in the chute and give him a shot, just because I don't want him to develop anything while I'm gone, not paying attention to him. But yeah, cold morning. It's supposed to get to about 51 degrees, and then tonight you're gonna get down to 25. So yeah, the cattle bedded down in the hay, trying to stay warm. This is 96 right here. That's 96 over there. This is her heifer calf. So yeah, wet morning. It is amazing how much water they drink eating the dry matter in the hay. So we've just given them this whole pasture for today. And yeah, everyone seems to be doing pretty decent on a morning. But yeah, unbelievable how much more attention I pay to the weather. One for the cattle and two for me. So everyone's getting a little breakfast this morning. All right, let's go check out the heifers and the bull. So yesterday I did run all these guys through the chute just so they got a chance to run through there without anything happening. And then I ran Comanche back through just to get him a little shot. Haven't heard him cough at all this morning, so that's good. But these heifers are a little squirrely. They're a little jumpy. I come in there, they want to kind of seem to run, so that's going to take them a little more time to get used to me. Hopefully once I get with the herd. They showed up Wednesday night, so it's Saturday morning here. Typically I like to leave animals penned up for 2 or 3 days. But since I'm leaving town tomorrow, I'll get back tomorrow. I'm gonna leave him in here, and then I'm gonna move them out, and then I'm gonna move Comanche and that Longhorn South Pole steer over to the sheep pasture. I need to get a little enclosure made up over there because I need to separate the bull, and then he'll have a little buddy to hang out with till next summer when it's time to release him for breeding purposes. So yeah, I kind of hate having them in here, not any grass for them to eat, but we're getting a lot of hay. Bought a bunch of these small little bales. I didn't really want to put a huge bale in there. I didn't think they'd eat through a bale in 4 or 5 days, but maybe they would have now in hindsight. But we'll put a bunch of hay in there for them. Let's walk in there and just see how they respond. Yeah, this is going to be a sloppy mess in here. Give them a lick tub as well, just to make sure they're getting enough energy to stay warm. Good morning, you guys. You guys stay warm last night? Yeah, I can tell they ate through all the hay they had last night. Probably bedded down in it. But yeah, Comanche looks good. He had a ton of snot coming out of his nose yesterday morning. Yes, yeah, one of them just coughed. Yeah, she's coughing. So I'll need to watch that. Maybe when I get back, I'll have to run them through the chute and might have to dose. Just don't want anything to turn into something more severe and have an issue. So we'll get these girls fed and get them set up for the next day. So thanks a lot for watching here on a foggy morning. Hope you guys have a blessed weekend. We'll see you next time.